Hey ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? And let's do the big old, well, just gonna go through basically every single thing in this new, well, update to SkullDate. Well, not SkullDate, but SkullDate Squigly route version. Or I guess if we're separating this into Pokemon terms, we could say that Parasol is the red hair version, and Squigly is Corpse Blue version. Haha. Alright, let's stop out for the comedy and let's start up this, well, SkullDate. So, before the game begins, oh wow, this is a much better text. And as you see, the quality of the game is a lot better. I believe it's in 2080 by 720 resolution. So before the game begins, some important information to note is that the game is still in development and is subject to change. Alright. For those unfamiliar with how Renpei games or dating sims work, please click the guide button to learn all the basic control and menu functions. Nice. The creators of this game claim ownership to none of the characters, visuals, or music contained therein. All rights belong to Lab Zero. Alright, special thanks to Skullheart Forums for their help thus far. And now without further ado, showtime! Oh, man, this looks a lot better. I still wish it was a train, but still. Sorry, sir, ma'am. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you some questions. Sir, ma'am. It's a policy. Can't say which until I know for sure. Well, it's sir. Nice to meet you, sir. What's your name again? My name? Alright, no music during it. It is Doug. It's Doug. And no sound effect out of that. Interesting. It's Doug. Well, Doug, my name's Adam. I'm just your average run-of-the-mill soldier. Now that I think about it, I haven't really done anything extraordinary. But I hope one day that'll change. Still got the cutoff in the fist, though. It's probably just my imagination, but I have this weird suspicion that all my peers find me boring. So I've been trying to talk to other people, see what they think. In retrospect, though, that probably sounds dumb. I don't think the sound of the train screeching interrupts your train of thought. Oh, this is my stop. Well, I guess this is goodbye, Doug. Unless I see you again. You stand perfectly still for a moment as you exit the train, letting your eyes adjust to the dim light of the pale full moon. Ooh, it's at night now. You look and see that you're in the streets of New Meridian. Well, not much point in standing around here. What happens if we go to the apartment? After a long time, you arrive at your apartment. I should probably get to bed. Okay, nothing much. Go to bed, you go to your room. There's a bed and a radio. I've lived in worse places. Exit room. Alright, go to taxi. Where do you want to go? New Meridian, I guess. Let's get this show on the road. Let's go down to the graveyard. You walk west and stroll up to an old graveyard. Out of curiosity's sake, you slowly reach out to the gates and prepare to open them. This is really a good idea. What if something attacks me in here? Oh, what am I saying? It's just a graveyard. No harm in exploring it a little, right? Throwing caution to the wind, you gently pry the gates open and walk inside the graveyard, I guess. The full moon hangs overhead, and the cool wind sends a shiver down your spine as you carefully creep the dusty, cracked tombstones as you venture deeper and deeper into the graveyard. Your heart beats faster, and your mind fills with a sense of dread. You get about halfway into the graveyard when your courage gives out, and you decide you've had enough. This place is way too spooky for me. I really should be heading out of here, like, right now. You turn around and begin anxiously making your way back towards the graveyard gate. You then pause and suddenly hear a faint noise coming from a grave in the distance. What was that? Is someone else here? You walk closer to the noisy grave and carefully inspect the tombstone. It's relatively small, a bit flimsy looking, and has a skull engraved to it on the top. Below the engraving, it reads in small, plain letters, Sienna, C, last of the Kuyalaws. Well, that sure is thoughtless. Whoever buried this person must have really skimped over on her funeral expenses. Poor Sienna. Anyways, I could have sworn I heard a noise come over from here. I guess I must have been imagining it. Man, this place is really getting to me. Turning back around, you're about to start towards the exit when you hear a sharp thump come from underground. Huh? Your heart racing, you look back to the grave and gaze down at the ground before the tombstone. The thumping noise gets louder and the dirt around the grave begins to shift. Oh, what's going on here? Is there something under there? Could be Sienna? Shaking in fear, you jump back and stare at the ground as it begins to rumble, accompanied by an increasingly loud thumping.
No, stop! Don't do this!
A voice. Is it talking to me?
This isn't you. Please, stop this.
What? What is it saying? What's going on? Shut your eyes and brace yourself as the very ground begins to open up before you. I knew this was a bad idea. I'm done for. Oh man, that's very anticlimactic. Okay, mother! Out of the ground suddenly emerges a girl with a pallid complexion and a long white serpentine creature running throughout her head. You slowly open your eyes to look at the panicked girl standing a few feet before you. She seems not to have noticed you, so you stay quiet. What the? Where did she come from? You look back at the grave in front of you, where the ground used to be. You see an empty coffin with its lid shoved open. Was she in there this whole time? Wait, that would mean that she's Sienna? But that can't be. Sienna's dead, isn't she? This girl, could it really be her? Has she really come back as a...
Oh, where am I?
Yeah, she said something. Wait, her mouth. Her mouth, it's sudden. Who would do something like that to her? Ah, Squigly. I'm so glad you finally awakened. Ah, that thing can talk? Why is he just sticking out of that girl's head like that? Why did he just call her Squigly? Naturally. I guess the creature's name is Leviathan, huh? So, now, what are they talking about? And how long is it gonna be before they notice me standing here?
You were right, Leviathan. I woke up, just like you promised.
But of course, I'm a dragon of my blood now. You can always trust me.
Yes, thank you. It feels so good to be awake.
I concur. Though, as you know, there can only be one reason for our return. Do you remember, my lady?
Yes, Leviathan. I remember you told me I knew what to do.
Ah, I'm glad. It seems to be trouble jogging your memory.
I wonder how long you've been gone for. Or what year this is. We're still even in you, right?
We'll have to figure that out as we go. But for now, there's no time to waste. We must locate the Skullgirl and quickly. Skullgirl?
Alright, Leviathan, let's be off.
Okay, we already know that she's Squigly. Why is she still called Girl here, but yet Leviathan's called Leviathan? I would think, like, right when he says Squigly, you would think that this girl is not Squigly. Girl and her prepare to take off. You suddenly step into their line of sight. Excuse me. Hey. Hello. Hi.
Where did you come from?
Are you kidding me? I've been standing here this whole time. I was, just taking an even stroll through the graveyard. I guess I was about to head back when you suddenly burst from the ground out of nowhere. You nearly gave me a heart attack.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I'm fine. Anyway, the name's Doug. I think I might already know yours, but could you tell me anyway?
Certainly, Doug. My name is Kuyalaw. I love for you to call me Squigly. Pleased to meet you.
The girl finishes their introduction with a brief, graceful curtsy. Oh, Squigly. That explains why your friend there called you by that name earlier.
Oh, you mean Leviathan?
What's the meaning of this hold-up, lady? My lady? This is an urgent matter that absolutely cannot wait.
Leviathan, don't be rude. We have company among us.
Do we? Oh, right then. My apologies, madam. Good evening, Doug, was it? I am Leviathan, Squigly's guardian. Regretfully, the two of us can't stay here to make your acquaintance. At this time, we are on our way to...
Wait, Leviathan, don't be so easy. I'm just thinking this very moment to before this new friend of ours.
We have a mission to accomplish, my lady. We have no time for making new friends.
Nonsense, we have plenty of time. I don't see the Skullgirl or Legion anywhere. Do you?
I suppose I don't.
You see, we're fine, Leviathan.
Oh, very well, my lady. But please try not to linger. You know as well as I that the Skullgirls' carnage waits for no one.
Yes, Leviathan, I'm going.
Oh, and Doug, you best not think of any attempts of any funny business with my mistress. You will keep your distance and be respectful. That is, unless if you wish to make this place your permanent residence. What's his problem?
Leviathan?
Many pardons, my lady. That was odd, to say the least. Just what is the story behind these two? So, yeah. Is there something going on I should know about?
Oh, don't worry about it, Doug. And please disregard the Leviathan's rudeness. I apologize on his behalf.
It's no problem, Squigly. It's, nice to meet you too.
Same to you, Doug. So, is there anything you want to talk about?
Zombie! This will get you a game over. This is a bad ending. You might not want to pick this one. So, let me think. What are the ones I'm supposed to pick? Aren't you supposed to be dead? Your mission. What happened to your mouth? What exactly is Leviathan? You look pretty. How do you die? How are you feeling? Was it you that was screaming earlier? So, let's start with, was it you that was screaming earlier? Hey, Squigly. What was it that you were screaming about earlier?
I don't even know what you're talking about, Doug.
Well, from the sounds of it, you were waking up from some sort of bad dream. You were banging against your coffin and shouting a lot. I couldn't really make out exactly what you said. There was something along the lines of,
Stop this! Please!
Does that sound familiar at all?
No! I mean, no.
Well, when you burst out of the ground and you also scream, Mother! At the top of your lungs. You remember that at least, don't you?
I don't know.
Squigly, did something happen to your mother? That is no concern of yours, Doug. This is a highly sensitive subject for the both of us, and I insist you stop upsetting my mistress with your intrusive interrogation.
Thank you, Leviathan.
I'm sorry, you two. I didn't know. Then consider yourself informed. Oh, jeez, you don't need to be such a dick about it. It was a mistake, okay? Are you alright, Squigly? I didn't hurt your feelings or anything, did I?
No, you didn't, Doug. I'm alright.
I'm glad. If you don't want to tell me anything about, anything, it's your choice, Squigly. I'll respect your privacy.
I appreciate that, Doug. I'll still try to answer as many questions as I can, though. Do you have anything else you wanted to ask?
I have a feeling something major went down with this mother of hers. Now I'm just burning to know. But there's no way I'll get an answer out of her if I ask now. So all I can do is get her to trust me enough to open up. Then maybe we can discuss it later, if she's ready. Alright. How are you feeling? So, how are you feeling, Squigly? You alright?
Am I alright? Well, yes, despite everything, I suppose I am alright. Doug, now that especially I haven't met you.
Oh, well, thanks, Squigly. I'm glad to hear you're feeling fine.
I'm happy to be feeling anything at all, Doug. After all, you can't really feel a thing when you're, dead.
Oh, right.
Yes, being dead is so... Being dead is so very lonely. So...
Even so you'll never truly be alone, my lady. Please remember that I will always be at your side.
Very well, Leviathan. Anyways, thank you for your concern, Doug. I genuinely do appreciate it. You are ever so considerate.
Indeed. Perhaps I misjudged you, good sir. Though only time will tell. Oh, thanks, guys.
I really enjoyed conversing with you some more, Doug. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me?
Okay. How'd you die? Alright.
If it's okay?
Oh, if it's okay. For me to ask. What happened to you, Squigly? How did you die?
I was once involved with an incident with the Medici Mafia over the Skull Heart. Me and my entire family, we all lost our lives during that incident.
That's so awful.
Yes, it was a nightmare.
Indeed it was. Nothing less of a miracle that you live to tell the tale. Even now, my lady.
Yes, Leviathan, and you are that miracle. I thank you for staying with me through even my darkest moments.
You needn't thank me, madam. 'Tis but my sworn duty to protect you, which I shall always perform with aplomb.
And I shall eternally be grateful for that. Anyway, Doc, forgive me, but I don't really feel comfortable discussing this further. Perhaps I can tell you more about this in time.
That's totally fine, Squigly. Please, go at your own pace.
Thank you for understanding.
Well, girl, she must still really be torn up over what happened to her and her family. I'll have to be careful when asking more questions about her past.
So, is there anything else you wanted to ask me, Doug?
Okay. You look pretty. I think you look pretty, Squigly.
Oh my! I thank you, Doug. You're quite the gentleman.
Now, my lady, you mustn't let this young man's flattery cloud your judgment. After all, his true motives are yet unknown to us.
Well, Leviathan, you must learn to let your guard down once in a while. I don't even think we need to worry about Doug. I have a good feeling about him.
You're certain?
My thanks again for the lovely compliment, Doug. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me? Giggle?
Alright. Okay. Ooh, Lockjaw! Lockjaw! Shots fired! Shots fired by Lockjaw! Okay. What exactly is Leviathan? Alright, I'm gonna have to grab one thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back in just a second. But please, I want you guys to think about something and ask Lockjaw as many questions as you want about the game. Here's a question, Lockjaw. What is it that truly inspired you to do all this? And what's your past experiences with Skullgirls and with writing in general? I'll be back in just a few seconds. Alright, I'm back. And now let's do this. So, I've got enough energy to be able to do this whole entire thing. Yeesh. This is gonna be tough. Let's do this. Squigly, that creature in your head. His name is Leviathan, right? What is he? He is too, Doug. If you have something to ask me, simply ask it. Right. Leviathan, so what are you anyway? What am I? An attacker's question. Yeesh. Did you answer it already? Well, Doug, I'm what is known as a parasite. That's what they call us these days, anyway. As a parasite, it is my sworn duty to serve, advise, and protect those whom with I am bonded. Or host, in my case. My host is this lovely young lady standing before you, named Squigly.
Oh, Leviathan, you smooth-tongued serpent.
I speak only the truth, my lady. Man, what a suck-up. Right. So how long has Squigly been your host? Well, my mistress and I have only recently become bonded, but I've known her all my life. The Kuyalaw family and I have a very intertwined history.
Oh yes, before me, Leviathan served my father, so I've been around here before as far back as I can remember. Growing up, he was always like a third parent to me.
Oh, I get it now. So all parasites are loyal, supportive, and live to serve a host. No, not all, Doug. There are some more unscrupulous parasites who only think and act for themselves, seeking to bring ruin to not only their hosts, but everyone around them. Some of whom I've had the displeasure of knowing personally. Well, I guess that makes sense. And if there are good and bad people, then there would have to be good and bad parasites. Not to say that parasites are people. Anyway, can you just tell me what the purpose is Squigly's parasite specifically? What your purpose as Squigly's parasite is specifically? That I can, Doug. You see, my dear Mistress Squigly's life has been stolen from her at a tragically young age. And now she is forced to live out her fleeting existence among the undead, but only to live during the rise of the Skullgirl. Oh my gosh, I'm about to yawn. Normally, this would mean she'd be fated to follow the Skullgirl's command, but my powers serve to stave off the Skullheart's control and grant her freedom. I truly do hold her life in my hands. Well, if I had hands, that is.
You've done so much more than just that. You've also nurtured and protected me, preserved my body and mind, and provided me with much love as adoration that both my parents had. I am wholly grateful to you, Leviathan. You've been my guardian angel. Thank you.
Nothing of it, madam. 'Tis an honor but to serve you. Oh, but one thing I've neglected to mention, Doug. I'll have you know my abilities aren't purely aesthetic. Don't let my meek appearance fool you. My draconic breath can incinerate one to their very core, should they stir up any trouble with my fair mistress. Let this be a warning.
Leviathan, behave yourself.
Yes, my lady. I've got a feeling if I want to be friends with Squigly, I'm gonna have to get that guy to warm up to me first.
Please excuse Leviathan, Doug. Anyway, was there anything else you wanted to talk about?
What happened to your mouth? Squigly, what happened to your mouth?
My mouth? Whatever do you...
Noticing something on her lips, Squigly slightly feels around her mouth with her finger. Basically, she just did this. Huh? How then?
What's this? My lips. My mouth. It's been sewn clean shut.
Kinda strange how she didn't notice that before, considering she's been talking this whole time. My lady, what seems to trouble you?
Leviathan, someone sewn my mouth shut during my sleep. Who could have done such a thing? And just who put me in these hideous clothes?
One name comes to mind.
It's
Medici. The Medici Mafia? Squigly had some trouble with them in the past?
Curse them. They robbed me of my life, and now they attempt to rob me of my own voice. I'll make them pay for this.
Indeed. We cannot let such a grave insult go unpunished. Those Medici dastards will all perish at our hands. I hate to be the one to interrupt your, declaration of vengeance, but mind explaining to me what just happened here?
Squigly,
Why would the Medicis do that to your mouth? Now you're still talking and you can't really open it.
that's a good question, Doug. I suppose this is your doing, Leviathan?
Correct, my lady. The power I passed on to you allows you to speak without ever needing to move your lips. No Medici needlework shall ever silence that dulcet voice of yours, as long as I'm with you.
It's certainly convenient then. Thank you, Leviathan.
'Tis but an honor, madam.
Anyway, Doug, as for the question of why, I have no idea, to be honest. I can only speculate that Medici has done this, despite my former status as an opera singer. Combined with this outfit and rather, lackluster quality of my tombstone, it's reasonable to assume that they would, themselves, were the ones who put me underground.
Yeah, that does sound like it would be the case. Also, you were an opera singer? That's so cool. Tell me more about that, Squigly.
I'm sorry, Doug. I'll have to wait.
Well, okay.
Yes, but for now, do you have any other questions for me?
I've got to warm up these lips. Alright, ain't you supposed to be dead? So, Squigly, I really hope you don't take this the wrong way, but, aren't you supposed to be, dead? I mean, your name is on the tombstone right there, and just 5 minutes ago you were buried underground in a coffin. I even saw you rise out with my own eyes, and you got a skeleton hand right there. I'm sorry, I'm just really confused.
Don't be, Doug. You're correct. I was dead.
Aha, so you've come back to life as a zombie then?
I beg your pardon?
What? What's wrong?
Please do not refer to me with such a derogatory term. I'm not just some dead-eyed lumbering corpse, you know?
Oh, sorry, Squigly. You know, it's weird, but she does have a point. I think zombies, this girl is probably the last person that comes to my mind. She seems way too nice and cute to eat the flesh of my bones or anything like that. Anyway, speaking of eyes, kinda seems like your left one is missing, but your hair makes it a bit hard to tell. How did that happen?
I'd rather not talk about that.
Oh, well, that's fine. You don't have to, Squigly. Must be a delicate issue. But then again, it's hard to know what isn't with her. So, is it okay if I just ask how you came back to life to begin with?
Why, yes, Doug. I can certainly tell you that.
Good. Making progress.
You see, whenever the skull heart is used and a new Skullgirl appears, dead begin rising to serve her undead minions. However, thanks to my parasite Leviathan, I can awaken without fear of being enslaved by her.
I just wish it kind of said thanks to Leviathan.
The fact that I'm alive again can only mean the presence of a new Skullgirl is somewhere in New Meridian. Oh, I am still in New Meridian, aren't I?
Yep, you're still here. Graveyard's not too far from downtown, actually.
Oh, I see. That's relief.
Yeah. So, how long have you been dead?
I'm not sure. All I can say is that when I was alive, it was about 40 years ago, into the new century. It was about 20 years ago.
It's a new century, not 40, ladies and gentlemen.
The very beginning of the new technology wave.
Huh. Well, that does seem like it was around 14 years ago. I'd say that's about as long as you've been under.
Oh my, 14 years? I can't imagine how much things changed since my time.
Well, I could give you a tour around the city if you want. You know, just to see what changed and what hasn't. Alright. There we go.
I appreciate the thought, Doug, but unfortunately I can't. Leviathan, I am much too busy with our mission. I apologize.
Oh, it's okay, Squigly, I understand. I wouldn't want to get in the way of whatever plans you have.
Thank you for your consideration.
I'm speeding this up. You think someone who isn't dead have more wouldn't have any more obligations, but apparently that's not the case here.
So, is there anything else you wanted to ask me?
Well, your mission. Really, you spoke earlier about something that you and Leviathan have to do. I was wondering, well, just what is it? What could be the something so important that you have to get it done, even after death?
Well, you wanted to know what our mission is then?
Yeah, Squigly, your mission. What exactly is your mission? And get me pictures of Spider-Man.
Well, Doug, as you are undoubtedly aware, the Skullheart has returned and the new Skullgirl has recently appeared as a result, and it is my and Leviathan's sworn duty to dispatch her and destroy the Skullheart before chaos can spread across the land. Go, Speed, go!
Okay, but still. Oh, slow down. I wasn't actually aware of there being a new Skullgirl, Squigly. I just got here. Not even sure exactly what a Skullheart is, but can you give me a few details on all this?
I have no time to explain, Doug. Just know that the Skullgirl must be stopped, or else many lives will be lost. I have no choice but to find her and take her out as quickly as possible.
But why does all this responsibility fall to you, Squigly? I mean, you already died. So why would it matter to you if the Skullgirl wipes out all life in this city? Not that I'd be all for that, of course.
Well, for one, I myself is not entirely immune to the Skullgirl's control. Yes, Leviathan shields me for it, but left alive for too long, her influence will eventually overtake me and I'll become part of her undead army.
A shortcoming on my part, to be sure. Curse these feeble powers of mine.
Please don't be so harsh on yourself, Leviathan. Trust me, your powers are far from feeble. You're the best parasite a girl could have.
Why, thank you, my lady. Just one hour's powers anyway.
Certainly, Doug. The reason I feel like it's my personal responsibility to protect the living from the Skullgirl as well.
Yeah?
I've seen the destruction. No, I've lived it. The pain, the fear,
the sorrow!
I can't.
You can't.
I can't allow what I've experienced to happen to anyone else, Doug. I refuse to. Skullheart, every trace of it must be destroyed.
She sounds totally set on this. She must really have had a bad experience with the Skullgirl in the past. I guess with her, it really is a personal. I see, Squigly. I have to say, it's really moral of you to take up such a cause just for everyone else's sake. You have incredible character.
Thank you, Doug. I have my parents to thank for that.
Just wonder, what kind of people were they? So, what is it that you have to do at this exact moment?
Well, Leviathan and I have to leave here and start searching for the Skullgirl just so we can destroy her in the heart. We must take care of her down before she can raise any more bodies to add to our undead army.
Huh. Guess we don't have much time to talk then.
Unfortunately. But please, don't let that stop you from talking with me right now, Doug. Ask me anything you want.
Okay, Squigly. Oh, I just met this girl already. I have to say goodbye to her. She seems so interesting. I'd love to know more about her. Maybe I should help her. So, let's go to Let Me Help You. Hey, Squigly. Is it okay if I come along to help you kill the Skullgirl?
You really want to help me, Doug?
Yeah, definitely. With the two of us searching together, we should find her twice as fast. Not to mention, she'll be that much easier to take down. So, can I come with?
Why, of course you can. Leviathan and I appreciate all the help we can get.
Yes, but you better not slow us down. Know that I shall be keeping my eye on you.
Please pay no mind, Doug. Anyway, shall we be off?
Yeah, let's leave this dreary old place anyway. Already.
Yes, let's. Whew.
Okay. Let's do this. You walk down a little further and find yourself at a cafe.
Oh, what a lovely cafe. I never noticed this place back when I was alive.
Yeah, Madeline's Cafe. It's a cozy little spot that seems to have popped up quite recently, actually. Hey, Squigly, what do you say we go in and see if anybody inside knows where the Skullheart might be?
Well, I suppose there's no harm in stopping in for a few minutes.
Yeah, we can even pick up a bite to eat.
I imagine that would be rather difficult for me. What, with my lips and all?
Oh, no, Squigly. Let me just grab this table knife and just open up a bit. Oh, look at that. Your lips are unsewn. Haha, I did it. Oh, crap. I'm sorry, Squigly. Man, I just wasn't thinking there.
Yeah, it's alright, Doug. No offense taken, really. Anyway, I agree. Let's take a peek inside. I'm ready when you are, Doug.
Don't get too comfortable in there, you two. Keep in mind that this is a search mission, not a date.
Yes, Leviathan. We know.
Let's walk inside. You enter the cafe and the waitress and bartender leer uncomfortably at Squigly as you two take a seat at the edge of the bar. It's a pretty nice establishment, but apparently the only two people here are a teenage girl, another girl, and a man in a yellow shirt. The aforementioned waitress and bartender, and the two of you. So, let's order something. You decide to ignore the other people in the restaurant and now ask for the bartender for 2 menus. Bartender reluctantly gives you 2 menus and you pass one to Squigly as you begin looking around, though one is still in your hand. I want to eat. You look over to Squigly, who appears to be distressed. As she looks at all this delicious food, she's now incapable of eating. Oh, I really feel bad for her. Maybe I can lift her spirits with some light conversation. Huh. Talk with Squigly. So, Squigly.
Yes?
Don't feel bad. This food doesn't look good anyway. I wouldn't feel so down about not being able to eat. This food's not the best. In fact, maybe we should just leave.
Well, I appreciate your concern. You don't have to feel sorry for me, Doug. Please, feel free to order whatever you like. I won't mind.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive. I can still eat whatever I can fit into my mouth, after all. I'll just order something small and light.
Oh, well, alright. I guess we can stay.
Yes, I don't want to leave. I rather like it here. It's comfortable, it's clean. And best of all, you're here with me.
Huh? Oh, where do you think the skull heart could be? Where do you think the skull heart could be?
I'm not quite sure, to be honest. No, I suppose the obvious answer would be wherever the Skullgirl is.
Yes, the Skullgirl. We must hurry to her before a total disaster can befall upon the city. My lady and I know all too well that what can happen when a Skullgirl's power goes unchecked. Well then, we should probably try and spend as little time here as possible, huh, Leviathan? Indeed. So try not to twaddle, you two. Right. Oh, that's Squigly.
Right. Soon after we eat, we'll query the people in this cafe and swiftly be on our way. Now, I think it's important that we not stress ourselves too much. We don't want to get indigestion, after all.
Huh. Even the dead can get indigestion. I probably shouldn't ask. Can you tell me more about yourself? Pass the time. Can you tell me more about yourself?
Well...
Forgive me, madam, but we have no time to sit here wagging our tongues. At the moment, the only subject worthy of discussion is of the current whereabouts of the Skull Heart. You do well to stay on task, Doug. There'll be no more idle banter at this counter.
I'm sorry, Doug.
No, it's alright. He did nothing wrong. The dragon, on the other hand, he's a real drag. What's with the name? I've been wondering, is there a story behind your creative nickname?
Well, it's actually...
My lady, I must remind you, we are not here to merely shoot the breeze. Every second wasted on casual chit-chat is yet another second the Skullgirls' power continues to expand.
Leviathan...
I'll hear no excuses, madam. I apologize, but we are here only to seek the heart. I understand that you wish to enjoy being awake, but I still urge you to stay focused.
Alright.
And as for you, Doug, your inquiries are only serving to slow us down. I must insist that you refrain from heedlessly chatting up my mistress. Understood? Yeah, fine. Lovely. I wouldn't say so. Jeez, what a stick in the mud. How long has it been Squigly had to put up with this guy? I can tell by the look on her face she's disappointed too. So, what are your measurements? What are your measurements? Oh, I thought Leviathan would have cut me off there, but okay, never mind. This is a game over, ladies and gentlemen. Don't click this. About when you lost your life. So, Squigly. Yeah? About when you lost your... I thought I made myself clear, Doug. There would be no lollygagging of any sort inside this cafe. We're here to only seek out answers to our cause. But Leviathan, do you want the Skullgirls to devour our mankind? Well, jeez, if you put it that way, I guess I'm such an idiot. No, Leviathan. Attaboy. It never ends with this guy. He's not letting me get any word in. He still may be inside Squigly's head, but he's really starting to get under my skin. No, the light in here really brings out your... Leviathan gives you a stern, judgmental stare.
Yes, Doug?
It really brings out the color in your... Glaring intensifies! Never mind. This is hopeless. Squigly and I are getting nowhere. There's gotta be a way to get the two to ease up. You know what? I haven't really got a chance to talk with you, Leviathan. So, how are you feeling? Oh, me? Oh, Doug. Why, I feel positively marvelous, Doug. How thoughtful of you to ask. What of yourself, good sir? I'm fine too, I guess. I'm disappointed we won't be able to unwind a bit while we're here. I mean, it's not just for my sake, but for Squigly's too. It's the only time she gets to be alive, and it'd be a shame if she didn't get to enjoy it for at least a while. Don't you agree, Squigly?
Yes, Doug. I would so enjoy living again, but unfortunately, we simply have no time for it. We must stay focused, right, Leviathan?
Well, on second thought, I suppose there's no true harm in spending a few minutes to get better acquainted with one another, strengthening the bonds and all that. Alright, you two, admitting you keep it brief, feel free to talk amongst yourselves, to your heart's content. I will interrupt you no more. But keep it civil, Doug.
Thank you, Leviathan.
Yeah, thanks. Man, even when he's being nice, he's scary. Man, what's with those death scares? Anyway, I should now be able to get to know more about this curious young lady sitting next to me. Okay. Let's learn a little bit more about her. Pass the time. You think you could tell me more about yourself?
Well, yes, Doug, I don't see why not. I can gladly tell you more about myself. So, what would you like to know?
Oh gosh, so many dialogue options. Time to speed through this. Well, for starters, what are some of your favorite foods?
Favorite foods? Well, I'm partial to all sorts of foods. Tonight, what my affluent upbringing might lead you to believe I'm not a picky eater at all. My favorite dishes include cheeseburgers, pastries, and pastas. My drink of choice is orange cream soda. Wow.
Wow, I gotta say, I really am surprised a girl of your sophistication would enjoy the food of us lowly peasants.
Yes, I've always held that the tongue makes no distinction of rich and poor.
Yeah, now I even feel worse about coming here. You know, because of your mouth and all.
No, please don't let that bother you, Doug. The sight and smell of food alone is enough to satisfy my appetite, I assure you. Besides, I can still eat pasta at least. As long as there's a straw in my glass, I can drink whatever I want as well.
Oh, well, that makes me feel better in that case. Dig in, Squigly.
Same for you, Doug. Here you go.
What are some of your likes? What are some of your likes? Things I like.
Let's see. I absolutely love music and singing. In fact, you may not know this, but I come from a long lineage of esteemed opera singers.
Everyone in your family is an opera singer. Wow, that's so cool.
Well, who was? Who? Because they died.
Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, sorry. Well, I can just say, you definitely have the voice for it, Squigly.
Why?
Thank you.
Thank you, you're too kind. Anyway.
Wow, she really does have the voice for it.
Anyway, the other things I enjoy, I'm quite fond of ballroom dancing, karaoke, reading the news, contending in the gardens, taking long, relaxing bubble baths.
That's quite a diverse range of interests you got there, Squigly. Well, you are really a, interesting person.
I suppose it is, and thank you.
What are some of your dislikes?
The things I don't like, well, off the top of my head,
Doug?
the Medici Mafia. The family of cold-blooded savages that stole the life of not only me and my family, but countless others all throughout New Meridian.
Oh yeah, the Medici. I definitely know who they are. I've heard all sorts of stories about them. None of them happy. Obviously, you're not a fan of the Skull Heart either.
Naturally, the heart is the very thing that caused my family's death. My mother hid even... anyway, Doug, the Skull Heart and the Medici Mafia are two things I'd love to see permanently removed from this world.
You and many others, I'm sure, including myself. I wonder what she was going to say about her mom.
As for other things I dislike, rudeness, selfishness, and dishonesty are, in my opinion, the worst traits a human being can possess. I detest anyone who always thinks and acts for themselves. Related to that, I also dislike fireworks, thunderstorms, and explosions. Loud noises in general make me dreadfully uneasy. Loud, awful, terrifying noises.
Squigly. What was your favorite things to do in life? So, when you were alive, what was your absolute favorite thing to do?
Oh, my favorite thing to do in life? Well, that would most undoubtedly be spending time with my family. My father was supportive and protective. My mother was gracious and kind, and they and I would always have ever so much fun together. Well, with Leviathan too, of course. Back when we were all alive, he inhabited my father's body, residing in his shoulder. We attended opera concerts, taken vacations on cruise ships, gone horseback riding on the countryside.
Yep, just your typical rich girl pastimes, I guess. Not anything terribly wrong with that.
We also hosted annual family gatherings at our grand manor, which means I got to be with more of my family.
It sounds like you all had perfect lives. I'm sorry about how things turned out then.
It's alright, Doug. Well, I do miss them an awful lot. I take peace in knowing, regardless of what's become of, well, still together as a family.
Ah, I see.
My mother and father truly were wonderful people. I'll have to tell you more about them sometime.
I like that, Squigly. I like that a lot. Giggle! Okay, never mind. What's with the name? I've wondered, is there a story behind your, creative nickname?
Well, it's actually... No, it's too silly and embarrassing. You'll probably just tease me.
I won't, I swear. Oh, I really wanted to know that story. I should probably talk with her more and get her to open up. That should show her I'm sincere. Alright, what are your measurements? Can't do that. About when you lost your life, the lighting in here really brings out your eyes. I have to say, Squigly, the lighting in here really brings out the color of your eyes. Oh, and hey, Rothy, you liking the new moderator?
Oh, you really think so?
Yeah. Under the right light, you even sparkle like rubies. They're quite breathtaking, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh, yes, of course, because you... Wait, rubies?
Yeah, is there something the matter?
Well, I appreciate the compliment, Doug. Well, I think it just compared my eyes to rubies. My eyes are blue, aren't they?
I'm sorry. They're very vibrant red. It's not a problem, Squigly. Your eyes would still be lovely no matter what color they are.
No, it's not that, it's just... All this time, I've never known. I haven't viewed my own reflection since waking up. I've been completely in the dark about my own eye color. It makes me worry. What else has changed about me?
Sigh.
Squigly.
Squigly, listen.
It doesn't matter what's changed on the outside.
Oh, it doesn't matter what changed on the outside. It doesn't even matter if your eye color has changed. Or if one of them is missing. None of that can change who you are. And besides, who you are is a beautiful, amazing young lady who's every bit as beautiful and amazing as when she was alive. That's who you are, Squigly. That's who you always be, no matter where you sleep. This is who I am. Shadow the Hedgehog. And basically any other anime.
Doug, thank you. Thank you ever so much.
You're very welcome, Squigly. So, can we finally learn about her name? Finally. What's with the name? Gosh! Fine. About when you lost your life. Then we should know about her name. Squigly.
Yes?
About when you lost your life. How long have you lived for?
You mean how old was I? Yeah.
I'd like to ask, of course.
No, oh, well, Doug, you see, I was only 14 years old.
This is the police. Open up the door. We're technically in Japan, aren't we? No? Dang it. She's dead, though. That makes it even worse. Dang. Well, I gotta go, guys. Seems like the cops are after me. Okay.
I was only 14 years old.
14?
Yes, 14.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry, Squigly. For you to die while still so young. Nothing short of a complete and total tragedy.
Thank you for your sympathy, Doug. My life has barely even begun when it was so abruptly ended.
By who? Who ended your life, Squigly?
The Medici Mafia. Without warning, they ruthlessly put down me and my entire family like animals. The thought of it still haunts me to this very day.
Yes, I know it was the Mafia, Squigly, but who in the Mafia was it? Who, the man that murdered you? Do you know what he looked like?
I remember.
Yes?
It wasn't a man.
Well then who?
Forgive me, Doug, but that is all I can give you right now. If you wish, we can discuss this again at a later time, but for now, can we please move away from this topic?
Of course, Squigly. That's perfectly fine. Is it okay, Squigly? Everything's alright now. I'm here for you.
Thank you, Doug.
Sniffle! Okay, let's ask what the name is. I've been wondering, is there a story behind your, creative nickname?
Well, it was actually given to me during my first years of life.
Oh, really?
Yes, you see, when my father used to hold me in his arms like a baby, Leviathan often emerged from my shoulder and played with me. Since I couldn't help to pronounce the word Leviathan at that age, I referred to him simply by his appearance. First word I ever spoken was the first thing I ever called him. Squigly! Derived from his long, winding shape. It was a word I giggily repeat over and over again as a child. And then I learned how to write, and I accidentally spelt it with only one G, and, both my parents and Leviathan had thought the misspelling adorable. Thus the nickname Squigly was conceived. Why do you ask? Do you not like it?
No, it's not like I dislike it at all. In fact, I like it. I agree, it is a cute name. But so is Sienna. Sienna itself was a very unique and lovely name. I was just curious why you don't prefer to go by.
Tell me, Doug. What would you prefer to call me?
What is the best name for Squigly? Your real name, Sienna. Squigly works fine for me. Or something new. Let's click this one. Give a nickname to Squigly. I've got it. Alright. Let's see here. Let's nickname her Doug. Because Doug's the best name. It's the best name of all time. I mean, look at Doug himself writing all those fanfictions. I'm gonna call you Doug. Doug, because Doug is the bestest best name in the whole entire world. I should know. After all, I am Doug. What? He is Doug?
What? What? Oh no, we both can't be Doug. Oh dear God, what have you done?
Stop. Let me get a good look at this. Oh, it's so thick. Now I know why they call it a fatty. Oh, I just burned myself. I must have had to touch it. You look so fine, my lady. Tonight.
Oh, wow. Leviathan. Very direct. Can't argue with that there.
What the fuck, Leviathan?
Whoa! Okay, great. Let's eat. Okay, I think we've talked enough for now. You ready to eat, Squigly?
Yes, Doug. I'm ready. Let's eat.
You call to the bartender and order the house special, As Squigly orders spaghetti with a tall glass of orange cream soda. The food is brought out to you shortly, and you both eagerly dig in. Two of you leisurely enjoying your meal, when Squigly suddenly looks over and sees something strange happening on the other end of the counter. Oh, what's going on with those two over there? Huh, where? You turn and get a good look at the girl walking around the cafe, who appears to be around 16 years old. You see her enjoying a milkshake when a man in a yellow shirt starts sliding up to her. Alright. Hopefully that helps.
Well, what do we have here?
Girl notices the man but has no time to react before he hunches over her and gropes her. She's 16, dude!
What do you say I buy you a real drink, sister?
We already got a drink. Thanks.
Quite a deep voice you got there, little lady, but it's cool.
What is he, the monarch? And she's Dr. Girlfriend? Dr. Mrs. the Monarch? Yeah. Because of that deep voice? She kind of looks like Dr. Mrs. the Monarch. And he kind of looks like the Monarch. My god, it's canon. Okay, let's get back here.
That's it. You had your chance to walk away. A parasite. Ugh.
The man rushes out of the cafe in a panic. The girl leaves shortly afterwards with an embarrassed look on her face. You and Squigly get up from your seats and stare at the window at the fleeting girl in a stunned look. What the hell just happened?
Oh my goodness, that was all so sudden. What was that thing on the woman's face?
Now, surely that cannot be him. I've seen no one hide or have him since... Wait, him? I'm pretty sure I've seen that girl. That was a girl just now, Leviathan. No. You don't understand. The creature on top of the woman's head was a parasite. A scalp-changing, scalp-infesting parasite known as Samson.
A parasite? Then that young woman must be a fellow parasite host, huh? How intriguing.
Wait, a parasite? Another like you, right? No, Doug. Not like me at all. Unlike myself, that repugnant, tangled mass is vile to the core. As opposed to you, who's only outwardly vile. Samson and Levi share a rather terrible history. Though we were once close acquaintances, I washed my hands of him after he succumbed to the lower instincts in pursuit of his own selfish needs, bringing death and destruction to many a host. I never thought I'd see him again, especially not after the incident with her. But since he is here, and the heart is also nearby, that must mean... Squigly, Doug, we must go after those two immediately.
But what about the score, Leviathan?
Called a hunch, but I have a very strong opinion that Mole knows a thing or two about it. We must stop him and that poor young woman he's absconded with before they get far.
Right then, let's hurry. Quickly, Doug. I'm right behind you, Squigly.
Dr. Mrs. the Monarch.
Hey, what's going on in here?
Oh man, it's so canon, Lockjaw. Oh man, it's so canon. Okay, Leviathan withdraws into Squigly's head as she rushes out the door, and you take one last forlorn look at your unfinished plate as you swiftly follow behind them with the moonlight city streets. Before long, you and Squigly find the girl with the parasite on her head. In a dark alleyway, the parasite snarls, and the girl pants and glances around anxiously. Oh, hey! New sprite, ladies and gentlemen!
Look, there they are.
Samson, you've got to stop doing that. You're drawing too much attention to us.
Voice acting!
That creep was asking for it. No one lays a hand on my host.
Oh my god, I can actually take a break.
I know you mean well, but I can take care of myself. Anyway, what's in that?
Hold that thought, Philia. What the? Shit.
What's wrong, Samson?
You know what you were just saying about being able to take care of yourself? Well, now's the time to prove it.
I feel like Samson's voice is really too low.
Look alive, kid. We got company.
What does he sound like to me? He kind of like sounds like a Venom. I don't know. But you know what? It's still good.
You and Squigly approach the girl and give a friendly wave.
Hey, let's go around. Let's get in the hood.
She looks at you guardingly. Hi there, miss. My name's Doug. And my name's Selena Kuyalaw.
I definitely answered to Squigly. May we have your name, please?
My name's Philia. Nice to meet you.
Squigly and Doug. No Squigly voice acting. Dang it.
Thank you, Philia. Pleased to meet you as well. Such a lovely night out, isn't it? May we ask where you're headed?
None of your damn business. If you know what's good for you, the two of you will just turn around and forget you ever saw us.
You'll not drive us away, you miscreant. Who the heck is that?
What? Who?
So, we meet again, Samson. Still as surely as ever, I see. Who is voicing Leviathan? Ugh, I can do a much better job than him. Watch this. So, we meet again, Samson. Still as surely as ever, I see.
Leviathan. Is that you?
What a chump this Leviathan voice actor is.
Hey there, old buddy. I almost didn't recognize you in that freak show of a host you got there. You usually pick 'em good, but this one looks like she just slipped out of a body bag. All these years, and this is what you got to show for it? A stiff for a host? I thought even you could do better than that.
Oh! Somebody call the police, because shots have been fired!
But then again, what better place to find a worm than inside a dead body?
Whoa! Shots fired!
Why, you gun-ridden mad beast. Have you had a common decency?
Yeah, don't badmouth Squigly, fuzzball. She may be dead, but she looks and smells a lot nicer than your ugly beep. Pay this lice-ridden imbecile no mind, you two. As I said, he is vile to the core. Trust me, I should know. Who's this voice actor? Who's even trying Leviathan? Latchaw, why didn't you ask me to voice Leviathan? I could just do a so much better job. And just watch. Pay this lice-ridden imbecile no mind, you two. As I've said, he is vile to the core. Trust me, I should know. Look at that! Eesh!
Oh, so you two know each other already?
What do you think, babe? Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about Samson. I'm sure he didn't mean to say that.
But for real, this Philia voice actor doing really well.
Yeah, I did.
Quiet, Samson! Again, I'm sorry, all of you. I hope this doesn't stop us from being friends.
Of course not. It's alright, Philia. We can definitely still be friends.
Yeah, same here. No harm, no foul, I guess. What am I, Carl from Aqua Team Hunger Force? Oh, Carl! No harm, no foul. I can't do Carl's voice. Dang it, but I can do Meatwad. Well, Carl, I guess I'll just vote yes. No harm, no foul, yes. No worries, Miss Philia. The fault was never yours to begin with. Ew, who put him on the planet?
Thanks.
Whew.
I say these chumps ain't worth our time, kid. Let's just ditch them and get back to our own affairs.
I think that can wait a bit, Samson. These two are my first new friends, and right now, I want to get to know them a little more.
Fine. But don't go blabbing any of our business to them.
So, you two had something to ask me?
What? Mean what? Do you know anything about the Skull Heart? What happened to you back there in the cafe?
You know, you're kinda hot. Alright. Do you know anything about the Skull Heart? So, Billy or Samson, do either of you know anything about the Skull Heart? No, we don't. No, we don't. Don't go asking again. This guy's definitely hiding something. So, what happened?
So, we saw what happened at the cafe a few minutes ago. Oh, you alright, Philia? Cafe, oh, you saw that, huh? Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine. Thanks for asking.
We're glad to hear that. That dirty old creep had no business touching his hands on you like that. Who does he think he is? The monarch of everybody? Like the monarch butterfly, like king? He does not have that kind of power over you.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Thank you, Dr. Girlfriend, for agreeing with me. I mean, Samson. You know, Samson, it was kind of cool seeing you mess up that guy and sending him running only for a few seconds. Pretty impressive, I must admit.
Yeah, you think so? I mean, obviously that scrawny punk didn't stand a chance against me, playing grab people with my host. Man, he must have had a death wish. You know, buddy, you got a good head on you. You might need to be so dumb as you look after all.
Thanks.
Samson!
You know, you're pretty hot.
You from around here? So, you around from this area, Phil?
Yeah,
I think so.
You think so? What do you mean, Philia? Do you not have a place to live?
I don't really know if I do. I can't really remember where it is.
You can't remember your own home. Goodness, Miss Philia, might you by chance be suffering from some form of amnesia?
Well... Butt out, worm. This host of mine ain't none of your business. So what if she forgets a few things here and there? There's no reason to start accusing her of being brain damaged.
You rapscallion, you did something to this young woman and now only seeking to cover your own flea-bitten hide. I know your way, Samson. Whatever mischief you've made this time, I'll not let you get away from this.
You wanna go, punk? Come at me. I'll put you in that rotten meat bag right back into the ground.
Dang it, guys, calm down. Jeez. Now, Philia, if you can't remember something as fundamental of where you live, I think there might be seriously something that's impacting your memories.
Yeah, I know. My memory is not, what it used to be. That's why I gotta go find the... Nothing. What were you going to say, Philia? It's nothing, really.
It's time to use my detective skills. Let me see the eyes. I've learned this from L.A. Noire. Alright, if I accuse her and then back down, I can keep checking. Okay, you killed Ion and Venus.
What? No!
It looks like she's telling the truth there. Dang, my L.A. Noire skills is getting me nowhere. First new friend.
Pardon me, Philia, but I must ask, what is it that you meant when you referred to us as your first new friends?
Yeah, I was wondering that myself, actually.
Oh, well, I don't really have any friends, or family, at least not anymore, anyway. I've just been alone with Samson since, well, as long as I can remember, which mainly isn't very long at all. You've been alone? With no friends or family? Well, that's terrible. Whatever happened to them all, Philia? I don't know. I don't know who my friends and family are. I don't even know who I am. I just can't remember anymore. Except for that one girl.
That one girl?
Yeah, this one girl who I think was my best friend. Her name was Carol, I think. I'm not sure, but I think something must have happened to lead me to hurting her. I don't know what it is, but I have to find out. I gotta find her and make up for whatever it is I did to her. I have to get my memory back, no matter what it takes.
Easy, kid. You might want to take a page from that ragdoll over there and tighten those lips. Keep running your mouth and you'll say something we'll both regret.
But Samson, they can help.
We don't need any help, especially not from the undead. Can't trust them when there's a you-know-what on the loose. Don't worry, kid. I said I was gonna help you out, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Have some damn faith in me, will ya?
Yes, Samson.
Those two keep muttering amongst themselves. I know Squigly and Leviathan have to know they're keeping something from us. There might be no choice but to wring the truth out of them. It's about Samson and Leviathan. So, Samson, what's the deal with you and Leviathan? Why is there so much tension between you two? Not any sexual tension. Oh, Doug, you know the only sexual tension between me and anybody is between me and you. Leviathan, Doug, all I wanted was for us to be happy. Okay, let's get going. Don't ask me what the problem is. I always wanted to be cool with him, but it's him who's always been the self-righteous prick. But hey, look where he is now. Just goes to show, once a worm, always a worm. Don't lie to him, Samson. You know good and well that I object to your numerous misdeeds. I bet you'll not even shed any of them with that young lady you currently infest. Miss Philia, pray tell, has Samson yet told you the story of Delilah?
Delilah? Who's that? I've never heard the name before.
It figures. Leave her out of this. Don't make me tear your scrawny beaver out of that compost heap you call a host. Oh, I might have touched the nerve there, Samson. You unwilling to divulge in the secrets of your most cherished host. Go ahead. Tell us all what became of poor Delilah during the age of Neferu. It wasn't my fault. It was all because that crimson babe. It's all her fault. She You were saying, Samson? I think you grilled him enough, Leviathan. Ease up, will you? Doc, you cannot honestly be feeling sympathetic towards this miserable creature. Have you already forgotten the deplorable comments he made and both of you and my mistress? Well, that is true. It does still seem wrong to me. Samson's a bit of a jerk. Yeah, but you shouldn't be made to relive some obvious painful memories. Samson's history has nothing to do with what we're trying to do now. The only thing that we really need to be asking is he knows where the skull heart is. Yes, I suppose you're right. Very well. Seems your secrets are safe for another day, Samson.
Rothy, the real question about Minette's story is, where are her gills? I mean, Yuan's are on his arm, but you don't see it there. There's only one place her gills could be. Okay, enough of thinking where Minette's gills could be. Well, okay, you okay, Samson? I gotta get off that subject.
See what I mean? He's always been this way to me. What'd I tell ya, prick?
Kinda do. Kinda seems like this rivalry isn't as one-sided as I originally thought. In any case, let's move on for now.
Yeah, let's. Hey, Doug.
Yes, Samson?
Thanks for sticking up for me. I owe you one, buddy.
No problem. That was rather unusual for someone like him. Maybe he's starting to open up now. Alright. How do I fight them? I just finished all of these. So now do I ask where the skull heart is? Skip through. Oh, okay. Yes, I do. Okay. Okay.
It's true. I'm looking for the skull heart and Samson's helping me find it. I plan to wish my memories back so I can make up for something as bad I think I did to someone close to me. You intend to wish on the skull heart?
You are behind this, Samson. It's obviously you're manipulating this poor girl's grief just to claim the heart for yourself. You ought to extract her from your scalp. I ought to extract you from her scalp like the louse you are.
No, Leviathan. While Samson did tell me about the skull heart, it was my idea and mine alone to look and wish for it. It's my decision, and I have to do it. No, Philia, you must never do that. Please listen to me. Nothing is low for the consequences it will bring. The heart will consume you and everyone you love. Believe me, I speak from experience. Those consequences can never be shaken off.
Samson, if you hold any consideration for your host within that shriveled black heart of yours, you will put an end to this charade and tell her the truth. Think about your scheming god Delilah. Seems like any mention of this Delilah person really cuts too deep with Samson.
What's wrong, Samson?
Philia, I hate to admit this, but they're right. Wishing on their heart might not be such a hot idea. Maybe we should just give all this up. Your call, kid. What do you say?
No, I'm not giving up. I will set things right when I made wrong. I'm sorry, Squigly. I know you mean well, but I have no other option. Let the consequences come. I don't care. Philia, you're being utterly ridiculous. This is a danger that you have no concept of. If you value what little remains of your life, you will listen to us.
Yes, Miss Philia, please listen. If you see this ambition through, you will bring certain destruction to us all. Samson, please talk some sense into this troubled girl.
Hey, it ain't much up to me. Like I said, it's her call. Deal with it, loser. Okay, kid. Time to skedaddle. We got a Skullheart to find.
Alright, Samson. Squigly, Doug, Samson, and I have to be going now. It was nice meeting you both. You're generally good-hearted people. But you better not get in my way. Goodbye for now.
In a flash, Philia and Samson run off into a dark alleyway to escape the city street. Well, that was unproductive. Something wrong, Squigly?
That girl, she was unsufferably thick-headed.
Yes, I quite wager that this hideous hairdo of hers is cutting off circulation to her brain.
It is rather unfortunate. I would have liked to have been her friend, but I can't let my feelings get in the way of our mission. We can't let her get to the heart before we do. We have no choice to stop her, it seems. Indeed, madam, unless we double our efforts as to prevent it from falling into her stubborn, naive hands, and we don't think will only end in tragedy.
No, Squigly, do you really think that Philia is really all that good of a person? I mean, the girl can't really remember her own identity. If we get too close to her, she and that toothy monster might end up double-crossing us in a heartbeat.
Oh, nonsense, Doug. Someone like Philia could never do something like that. She's definitely a good person. Just misguided is all. I'm sure we can trust her.
You see, guys, Leviathan, Lockjaw took my advice. People were complaining that Squigly was too much like a Mary Sue with no downsides. Here's a downside for her. Too trusting. You put up something that is trusting, but hey, here's her downside.
Someone like her. We barely even know her. Hell, she even barely even knows us. Come on, Squigly, exercise some good sense here.
Yeah. Well, since you feel so strongly about this, I might leave it up to you. What do you think? Should we trust Philia?
Fine. Okay, I guess we could.
When the time comes, hopefully we can rely on her to do the right thing.
I know we can. I have faith in her that we can bring her to reason.
I'll trust the both of you then, Squigly.
I just hope we won't end up regretting this.
Alright, you two. Let's get moving now. We've wasted enough time here as is.
Where to next, Leviathan?
I suggest we return to downtown New Meridian. The only thing the people query there, and I've also certainly sensed a strong presence of the Skullheart energy is there as well. Alright, let's return downtown right away, said Squigly. Said, not I, said the wolf.
Shall we be going off, Doug? Well, I'm ready whenever you are, Squigly. Squigly nods, and the two of you briskly head off to the back towards downtown New Meridian.
Okay, we're almost done. Looks to see that you're in the streets of New Meridian. Well, not much point standing around here.
Agreed. Let's hurry to our next destination.
Want to catch an opera concert? So Squigly, as long as we're back in the city, want to see if we can catch an opera concert, if you know what I mean.
Well,
Doug, now is certainly not the time to be making any leisurely detours. That impressionable young woman and her loathsome companion are tracking the Skullheart as we speak. They must be stopped post-haste.
I'm sorry, but Leviathan's right, Doug. As much as I generally would love to, we can't afford wasting any time going after Philia and the heart.
But we have plenty of time.
I mean, those two ran off in opposite directions.
And you said the skull heart would most likely be located here, right? Yes, that I did. Well, that means they're way off. I'm sure we have a lot of time to spare before they start catching up to us. Besides, how well can an amnesiac navigate a city anyway? You make a good point. I will admit, the young woman did come off as rather, well, slow-witted. Yeah, and not only that, but the Skullgirl doesn't seem to be attacking right now. Either. With all that, I'm sure we can definitely afford to take a break. Come on, Leviathan. Squigly really wants this, right, Squigly?
I must admit, it would certainly be nice. Sigh. Well, Leviathan, would it be nice for us to attend a concert?
Cross his finger! Well, I suppose it's alright. As you've said, Doug, we have considerable leeway over Philly and Samson, so one concert shouldn't set us back all too much. I must admit, I would certainly enjoy a good opera myself. I've not attended a recital in 14 years. Wow, way to drudge up your death, Leviathan. Ugh. This guy.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Leviathan, you adorable dragon, you.
I find him hot.
Doug, what did you just say?
I said I find you hot, Leviathan. There, I said it. What are you gonna say to me now?
I find you attractive as well, Doug. Immense. Okay, let's stop the awesome tension between these two beautiful people.
Yeah, well, you're the best man. Thanks a ton.
Oh, you both do flatter me. Have fun, you two.
Alright, Squigly, let's head to the opera theater.
Maybe we can still catch one at the start.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited.
And Magma, he's already added in my naivete to the story. You and Squigly both proceed to the local opera theater, and you use your money to purchase 2 tickets for admission. Luckily, the concert hasn't started yet, and the seats you're given are fairly close to the stage. Your tickets are redeemed, and the Leviathan hides away in Squigly's head and stays quiet. As you enter the grandiose auditorium, the two of you ignore the stairs, and you both seem to be drawing from the other theater patrons and hurriedly proceed to your seats, and the orchestra prepares to play. Actually, Magma, the best Mary Sue is obviously Eliza. I mean, she does the best thing in the whole story, killing Sarabella. Okay, but let's continue. Man, this place sure is classy. So, Squigly, you glad to be here or what? I'm gonna speed run all through these lines, because this is gonna be so many dialogue options, it's gonna hurt.
I never could have dreamed that I'd get to attend another opera after my passing. It's like a dream come true.
I'm glad that you're happy, but to be honest, I'm not too sure how much I'll enjoy this. I've never been to an opera concert. Alright then, I'll take your word, Squigly, but after all, I don't think anything could ruin this night.
Yes, despite everything that's happening, turning out to be a loving evening. Right now, my only concern is that I'm so inappropriately dressed for a concert. Giggle! Don't worry about that.
I mean, look what I'm wearing. Well, at least we're both outcast together. Wow, you're saying I'm dressed inappropriately? You jerk.
Yes, Doug, together. Oh, the concert's starting. Let's quiet down and listen.
Ah, okay. A female vocalist walks onto stage. The orchestra plays in a slow introductory piece as she lets flow a breathtaking aria, and accompanying their playing, singing a graceful, reverberating soprano. You and Squigly listen intently to her singing, and after about 15 minutes pass, the concert pauses for a brief intermission. Wow, I never thought I've enjoyed an opera so much. That woman singing was incredible.
Well, naturally, Doug. Everybody enjoys an opera. Not everybody will be aware of it just yet.
Oh, yes. And as I've never met you, I still wouldn't haven't been. Oh my gosh, I just spoke Rapanese. Or Ringrish. I'm really glad that you've opened up this to me, Squigly. Thanks.
You're quite welcome, Doug.
So while we wait, let's take a break from the action. Oh my god! Why don't I get us some snacks? Why don't I run and get us some snacks real quick? What's so funny, Squigly?
Oh, No, Doug, this is an opera house. That's something, but they don't sell concessions here. And even if we did go out and go outside, it's generally seen impolite to eat in the auditorium.
Oh boy, do I feel like an uncordial plebe right now.
There's really no feel down embarrass you. Simply just didn't know, that is all. But I don't want to wind up making any dumb mistakes and embarrassing you, Squigly. Don't worry about that, Doug. I promise to teach you all the ways of high class. You'll never make any foxpaws around me. Well, in that case, I'll be your diligent pupil. Please teach me, O wise one. Gladly, Doug. Don't let the absence of flesh fool you. You are in my capable hands.
Oh wow, Squigly, bringing up your skeleton hand. Jeez. What a jerk.
Chuckle. Giggle.
I still could go for a snack, though. Yeah, so could I. Have you ever performed here? Have you yourself ever performed here, Squigly?
Oh, me? Well, no, I've never really performed in this particular theater. I certainly would have loved to. To tell the truth, besides my passion for singing, I've never given any on-stage recitals in my life. My singing was mostly done in smaller and more personal venues, often in the company of family and friends. Although I did appreciate every opportunity I ever got to perform, I never really fully realized my dream of becoming fully fledged opera sensation like my parents once were. I'm really sorry, Squigly. That's such a shame. I know you would have been the greatest opera singer in New Meridian's ever heard. I wouldn't say that much, but thank you. Whatever my future may have held, I suppose now neither of us will know for sure. Sigh. Oh, I hate singers so gloomy like this. I need to think of something to take off right off. Look at all these dialogue options. You could still have a chance. You know, Squigly, I bet you could still have a chance to be a really great opera singer. I mean, you still have an amazing voice, and I know for a fact that plenty of people would love to hear it. You think so? Yeah, definitely. You may have died, but your dream doesn't have to. In fact, all you really need is a stage to sing on, and you'd be set. Maybe after this concert, we could talk into the theater manager, allowing you to perform here. Would that be good? Yes, Doug, I would like that very much. Unfortunately, it can't happen. I don't have enough time for it.
Don't have enough time? What do you mean?
I just want to work out. I'm sorry.
Something worries about me, what she just said.
Anyway, I sincerely appreciate your effort to cheer me up, Doug. Thank you for your kind words.
You're welcome, Squigly.
Now I'm
kinda sad.
Why's that?
I really wish I could have heard you sing at least once. I guess it could never happen.
Oh, is that all? Oh, don't be silly, Doug. Of course you can hear me sing. Why, I might not be able to pour on stage. I can certainly still sing for you.
Oh, you can?
Absolutely. In fact, if all goes well, I promise to sing before the night's over. Is that all right?
Oh yeah, that would be terrific. Thank you for Squigly. I can't wait to hear you sing.
And I look forward to singing for you.
Tell me more about the skull heart. Dang it. Now I don't have any drinks. I would grab a drink after after I'm done the opera house. Ah, my eyes. I got Snapple in them. Ah! Okay, I guess I'll just do some other voice for Doug. Could you tell me more about the skull heart? I know it's a thing we're after, but I didn't really know much what it actually is. Oh my gosh, that hurts my throat so much. Grunkle Stan, seriously.
You want to know about Skullheart? Well, alright then, I guess I'm going to tell you more. From the Leviathan has told me that Skullheart is an ancient artifact containing the essence of the pure divine trinity. It appeared in this world eons ago with the purpose of judging humanity and finding a worthy woman of truly pure heart untouched by the malice and corruption of prevalent at a time. It lures woman to itself and which promises to fulfill her deepest desires, but this never really turns out well, as the Skullheart always manages to corrupt the wishes of anyone who seeks its power, and it deems the woman's heart impure. It will then transform her into a Skullgirl, a being of incredible demonic power, capable of resurrecting and commanding even the undead. As you know, this is how I myself has been resurrected. Of course, Leviathan's power prevents me from falling under a Skullgirl's control. If not for him, Anyway, the heart has created many deaths over the centuries, and both its pursuit and the destruction that ensues with the rise of the Skullgirl. The heart has always destroyed lives and families and communities, and breeds chaos wherever and whenever it appears. No matter how many times it has been destroyed, it will continue to appear. Oh my gosh. It will return to our world at once every 7 years to seek out and warp the soul of an innocent woman and turn her against the one she was. I, for once, had a very personal experience with such a woman. Because of it, I know more than anyone what the heart does to people and to families.
Wow, thanks a lot for, including Parasol, who had to kill her. Well, her mother and all. Parasol and Umbrella, but I guess Umbrella would have really want to remember.
Seems like this is a sensitive issue for her, and better not press it right now.
I see. Now I know why it's so important for us to find and destroy it, especially now before anybody else does. Thank you for sharing all of this, Squigly.
You're welcome, Doug. If you want to know anything else, please feel free to ask.
Will do. Okay, do you always used to do stuff like this? getting us in here cost me a lot of money. Do you always do stuff like this when you were alive? So you must have been crazy rich.
Well, to be fair, I usually had been a fairly Kuyalaw on stage whenever I attended concerts, which technically meant I was let in free of charge. Also, my family was highly reputable and had connections all across the Canada Kingdom, which we were quite wealthy. We rarely found ourselves paying much of anything at all. Oh, well, that tears it. I'm officially jealous of you. What I give to be one day in that kind of life. No, don't worry, Doug. The life of luxury isn't all that it's cracked up to be, so to speak.
No, it's not. That's something I find very hard to believe. What could it be so bad about it?
Well, in my case, it is all between the social scattering, private schooling, extracurricular, singing recitals. I rarely had time to myself to simply sit and relax. I often felt like I was being pulled in 10 directions at once. And also, if you're not in a high social standing, it becomes extraordinarily difficult to make friends who both value you for who you are and don't look down on the people for whom they feel are beneath them. You'd be surprised how shallow and elitist wealthy people can be. Awfully surprised. I probably wouldn't, but yeah, I see your point. I get to think.
I think I get to know what you mean, but still, you must have enjoyed it, having the money to basically do whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted, right? Like at any given moment, you probably could have gone hang gliding on the moon or something like that. Actually, I've always been a girl of summer pleasures. My favorite things actually didn't really require money at all. Whenever I did have free time, I also spent it reading and taking peaceful strolls to the manor's gardens, or of course, spending time with my families and friends. Happiness and love are more valuable than all the riches of the world. That is something my parents taught me at a very young age, and that is something I have always lived by. So then, I guess it's the best things really in life are really free.
Well, I certainly think so.
Yeah, I think so too. Now, if only that could have been the case for this ridiculously expensive tickets. I'm almost done, ladies and gentlemen. This would usually take me about 2 hours. Okay, why can't Leviathan be out here for this? Whew, jeez, I gotta speed run all this. Why can't Leviathan be out here to enjoy the concert with us?
Leviathan? Well, about that, you see, Leviathan is, as you know, a parasite. Historically, parasites and parasite hosts have always been victims of parasitism and are often shunned and reviled by society.
Really, that's hardly fair, but why is that, Squigly?
I'm not quite sure myself, but it's something I picked up from conversations with my father. He also told me that people naturally tend to fear the unknown, and parasites are about as unknown as one can get. I also took notice of the stares people would give my father upon discovering Leviathan. They were also cold, distrusting, and sometimes even hateful. I mentioned Philly also gets these same looks I feel for her in that way.
Yeah, but then again, Samson's big mouth probably draws a lot of attention. Probably draws a lot of ire, and just by himself.
Point taken. Anyway, Leviathan also had once told me that things didn't used to be all this way. He never went into detail on the subject. Whatever the case might be, I'm imagining it's something that Samson also knows quite well as well.
I see. Well, I think that sucks. You and Leviathan are some of the coolest people I've ever met. I wish that everybody would treat all parasites and hosts with the respect they deserve.
I so wholeheartedly agree.
I still feel bad for Leviathan. He would have loved to hear this opera.
No worries, Doug. I can hear it loud and clear. Yes, Leviathan, you can hear us? But of course, Doug, despite being currently concealed within my mistress' head, I'm still very fully aware of what's happening on the outside. Rest assured, I'm enjoying this exquisite performance just as much as you both are. You've also made my humble gratitude for the compliment earlier ago. I find you quite cool myself.
Oh, well, thanks.
Indeed. I shall leave you both to enjoy the recital now. See you after the concert.
See you soon, Leviathan.
Huh, I didn't know he could hear me in there. Pretty neat. Wait, he can hear me in there. I better make sure I don't see anything stupid to Squigly, or else I'll be hearing from him later. Okay. My gosh, you get a new dialogue option. I think that outfit looks nice on you. I don't see what you mean about being dressed inappropriate. I think that outfit looks nice on you. You do? Yeah. Oh, yeah. The incredible, vibrant, eye-catching, and it really helps bring out your natural elegance and charm. It definitely fit for this occasion. Not to mention the court. Not to mention the, the whole booty thing.
Why, thank you, Doug. It's very kind of you. I'm happy at least one of us likes it.
What do you mean by that, Squigly? You don't like your own outfit?
Well, I most certainly don't. I would never have chosen to wear such a heinous and clashing getup.
Well, then what are you wearing? Oh, I almost forgot in the situation she'd be put in. She couldn't exactly dress herself.
As usual, it was those awful Medicis. They stripped my lifeless body and put me in these repulsive rags. The funeral service they have given me had all been done to add further insult to my death. Just look at these clothes. These sleeves are tacky and oversized. This breastplate is downright ghoulish. And this unsightly corset makes my behind look huge.
I don't think that's the corset's fault, if you know what I mean. Oh, Doug, High five, my gentleman.
Leviathan, what the hell?
I'm just, you gotta be honest.
If I could, I would burn this dress. It isn't all like the one I wore at the time of my death.
Oh, what have you been wearing then?
I had a lovely yellow gown made from the purest satin with a white trim and a red rose on the pin of the collar. It was my favorite dress and I chose to wear for a very special... It was ruined. Needless to say, it was ruined that night.
Looks like you got some ketchup on your dress, Squigly.
It just might have been exactly yellow anymore. But I would have preferred to be buried in that than this.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, Squigly, but please remember what I told you before. Your outward appearance never doesn't matter in the slightest. For all the crap they did to your body, the one thing the Medici can never do is change who you are.
On the inside.
I say, you should keep those clothes and wear them proud. It would send a statement to all of them that your real beauty will never be tarnished.
I must thank you again, Doug. You've reminded me of what truly matters.
You're welcome, Squigly. Anytime you need a reminder, just let me know.
I will. You know, I've been concerning myself over such trivial things. As long as I get to live again, what doesn't matter if what I'm wearing.
Watch out, we both know I'm the Skull Fan King. That's the spirit, Squigly. Really, what's a bad outfit compared to getting your life back?
You certainly are, Doug. But the first opportunity I get, I will burn these clothes.
Fair enough. Okay. About your... Oh my gosh. My throat. If it's okay, can you tell me more about your past? More specifically, what happened to your family?
My past? Well, since we have time, what in particular would you like to know?
So many dialogue options. Oh my gosh, so many dialogue options. Why was your family killed? Time to speedrun this so much. Why did the Mafia target your family to begin with?
Well, I'm not sure about the details, but I'll remember from that night of the Medici arrival that our men were looking for the skull heart, but for some reason they believe that we have stolen it for them, and they have come to reclaim it. Those assassins had harshly interrogated my mother and father, demanding to know where they have hidden it, and the two obviously had no idea what they've been talking about. They were too terrified to give a straight reply. The attack came from a tremendous shock to us all.
Be a close friends, colleague. And we've already known each other and have frequently attended each other's family gatherings. But on one single night, all of our camaraderie and all of our goodwill was destroyed in one bloody, merciless act of betrayal. There was over 100 people in attendance at that gathering. All of them. There was no survivors. I didn't know what to say. I can't imagine myself in the horrific experience that must have been. I'm so sorry you had to go through that, Squigly.
Sniffle. Thank you, Doug. So, was there anything else you wanted to know about that? I'll try my best to answer.
The event. Could you tell me more about the actual event?
I'll try. The event was actually a birthday celebration for my mother, Celine. The entire Kuyalaw family, as well as our friends and partners who have already been in attendance. It was the happiest moments of my mother's life. She had been showered with gifts the entire night and had been treated like a queen of the canopy. Both I and my father, Roberto, had been very happy at that most blessed of nights. Oh my gosh, my throat. My mother and father spent most of the time together, either dancing in the center of the ballroom or greeting guests by the doors. As they presented the gifts, I mostly mingled with others my age, but I have taken in a few dances myself. It was truly a perfect birthday celebration, and you wouldn't find a sadder, bored person in the entire matter, but that all changed in the instant she showed up. That is all there is to know about the event, at least the parts worth remembering. I say thank you for sharing me that, Squigly. You're quite welcome, Doug.
So is there anything else you want to ask about?
I'll try my best to answer.
Okay, thank God. Only one more. You told me about the murderer wasn't a man, so I'm assuming they were a woman. If it's not too much to ask, could you tell me more about her? Wow, what a jerk, Doug. Not accepting that there could be other genders besides man and woman. Who is this writer anyway that wrote this terrible sentence? I assumed that he would just say, I assume that, they could be any gender, but just the defined gender of man. But let's keep going. It's alright, Squigly. You don't have to tell me anything, too.
No, I'm strong enough. I can tell you about her. Alright then, please take your time.
Alright then, please take your time.
Alright, that woman, the first thing I would say is she wasn't alone. There was 4 other people at school.
Oh my God.
There's 4 other people in the schoolmaster and the bunny office. They all entered the ballroom at the same exact time. They already been heavily armed. Oh my gosh, I sound like Kermit. She had apparently been their leader, and I could tell by the fierce commanding presence that she had about her. What did she look like?
Oh, what did she look like?
I was hiding away from the majority of the attack, so I only got short, terrified glimpses of her. I would describe her as best as I can remember. She was tall, looked to be middle-aged, and was wearing a long black dress with a fairly light shawl draped around her back. She had a short, grayish white hair and a black fur hat with gray feathers and a red gem on the left side. What about her face? Did you get a good look at it? Well, I couldn't. It was covered by a veil. The only part of it I could see were her eyes, which almost to be seemed glowing with hatred. She reeked of perfume, and her voice was as cold and dry and sheet as iron. But her most distinctive feature was something I will never forget. It was her sniffle. I think that's enough, Squigly. Just take it easy, alright? Everything's just fine. Alright. Oh, but one last thing. Yes? Her name, it was...
Yes, her name, it was...
Dahlia! Black Dahlia. Sniffle, sniffle!
It's okay, Squigly. Everything's alright. You're safe now, I promise. Black Dahlia. That's a name I will not soon be forgetting. Never mind. Never mind, Squigly. Let's just focus on the concert.
Oh, alright then.
Okay, finally, we can lean in for a kiss. Hey, baby. Who's been tiring out, people? We're sitting close together. The atmosphere is nice, and she seems really happy. The perfect opportunity for a kiss. Close your eyes and bite your lips, and lean in for a kiss, but Squigly sees you and reflectively jerks away.
What are you doing?
Alright, just need to fix one thing. There we go. Yeah, it was just Rage Face that was doing it. You look up and see Squigly staring at you with a startled confusion. Your eyes dart about nervously. Man, this is ever embarrassing. What on earth to do now? Tell the truth. Okay, I won't lie. I was trying to kiss you, Squigly.
Kiss me? Whatever has possessed you to do that?
I don't know. Got caught up in the atmosphere of the place. Just a temporary episode of insanity, I guess. I'm really sorry, Squigly. I should have known better things like that. Next time, I promise I'll ask first.
Well, I'm glad you told me the truth, Doug. The worst thing you possibly could have done was lie about it.
Lie is an ending thing, ladies and gentlemen. So, are you angry with me?
I will admit I'm a bit offended that you did come forward and apologize. It's nothing I can't forgive. From here on out, just be sure to ask me before attempting to kiss me, alright?
Definitely, Squigly. Again, super sorry.
That's alright. Let's both forget it ever happened and move on.
Yeah, good idea.
And who knows, maybe if you ask me really nicely, you might just get that kiss sooner than you think. Giggle!
My face must be redder than those stage curtains about right now. Oh, the concert's starting again.
Let's quiet down and enjoy the music again.
Thank God I can actually get another drink. The concert cues up with the signal of the intermission. The audiences bunker down into their seats, and shortly afterward, the vocalist appears on stage and considers her chanting song. I think this went pretty well. Or did it? I shouldn't really worry about that right now. As long as we're here, I might as well enjoy the music. You quiet your thoughts and listen attentively with a Squigly and with the remainder of the concert. The concert comes about to an end of 50 minutes later, and you and Squigly exit the theater satisfied and reinvigorated. Leviathan emerges from Squigly's head as you make your way back through the bustling streets. Wow, that concert was amazing. The music was unlike anything I've ever heard before. I enjoyed every single minute of it.
Hence, yes, so did I. Thank you so much for bringing me to the opera, Doug. I truly had a wonderful time with you.
You're welcome, Squigly. Hey, now you've gotten me to an opera, I could totally see myself attending more concerts in the future. I'd be happy to take you on any one you want, at any time. Just ask.
I appreciate the offer. Whenever I next find the time, I certainly will.
Yes, indeed. Lockjaw? It's still going. Ah, yes. It was a splendid performance. It warms my coils to see the fine art still alive and well in this old city. You've my gratitude as well, Doug. Maybe you have my gratitude instead of you've my gratitude as well, Doug. That comes out really weird. Oh, Ah, yes. It was indeed a spectacular performance. It warms my cause to see. Okay, we've already read this one. No problem, Leviathan. No problem, Leviathan. Right then, back to the matter at hand. Now that we have a moment of respite, we should waste no time in resuming our heart for the skull heart. I already fixed the timeout thing, I thought. Oh. Were they like permanently banned? Let me try and see if I can't fix it. Here, try this, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Does that help out? I hope it does. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I already know what happened. Alright. So an old moderator of mine that doesn't come on the stream anymore was watching Super Milk-chan's stream, and Super Milk-chan actually asked the moderator to come into my stream and start banning people. To get revenge for me banning him for ruining the tournament. Okay, check if you guys can't type now. If you can't, I'll have to search it up, how to fix it. Ugh. Gosh, Milk-chan is literally getting so petty right now, it's getting really annoying. Now he's ruining Skull Heart. He's ruining, Skullgirls. This game is so annoying, honestly. It really is. Alright. Let me see if I can't fix it. Alright. Well, hopefully that fixes it for you. Here. You know what? If Lockjaw can't talk, here you go. Then we could definitely use some developer commentary. Alright, let's continue.
I agree. Do you know where the Skull Heart might be now, Leviathan?
Sadly, I don't, my lady. I can only suggest we continue scourging through the downtown in hope of detecting its energy. The closer we get to it, the stronger it will become. Hopefully we can make short work of it, locating it before anyone else does.
Don't worry, Leviathan. I know we can.
Yeah, me too. I'm sure the heart will be ours in no time. That's what I like to hear. Now, alright then. Squigly, Duck, let's be on our way. Move swiftly now. You and Squigly both nod and eagerly start off through the winding streets in search of the Skull Heart. The both of you casually walk alongside each other. Squigly inconspicuously reaches out and grasps your left hand in her right. You subtly glance down at your hand and see Squiggly's hand lightly wrapped around it. As her hand touches against yours, you can feel that skin is surprisingly soft and even somewhat warm. Your eyes bulge vague with intrigue. Squigly suddenly noticing her hand, and a look of embarrassment washes over her face. She instantly let go of your hand and lets her arm fall to her side and glances at the ground with a trace of regret. Squigly, is there something wrong?
Oh, no, Doug. I'm quite alright, really. But thank you for asking.
Looks like she gotten a bit flustered over me noticing her hand. I'll admit it is pretty cute seeing her acting so embarrassed. Her skin, though, there's something about it. Maybe I should just ask. So, Squigly, I noticed that you were holding my hand just a second ago.
You did well, Goodness, how embarrassing. Please forgive me, Doug.
Oh, skipped it. Sorry, Lockjaw. Trying not to skip any of your lines that you've written down. Trying to promote your game as well. What for? I'm not upset over it anyway. I'm actually kind of happy that you want to hold my hand.
Oh, you are sure?
Yeah, of course, Squigly. If that what makes you happy, I wouldn't mind us holding hands while we walk, if that's what you want to do.
Well, alright then.
You reach out your hand over to Squigly. She smiles and gently cups it in her own.
Sigh.
Is something the matter?
Oh no, Doug, quite the contrary. Though I must admit...
Yeah, I'm sorry, Arkham. That, Arcane. No, I'm sorry for what Milk-chan did, Arcane. It's kind of a really jerky thing, I know. Alright.
No, I must admit, I've never thought I'd ever hold someone's hand like this again. I'm quite nervous. I haven't been this way with anyone in over 14 years.
Yeah, but since you were unconscious during then, wouldn't all those years technically have felt just like one night to you?
Well, yes, Doug, you're actually right. Though I have been deceased over a decade, it felt like only a short time to me. It really does seem like only just yesterday I've been attending my mother's birthday celebration.
Yeah, Lockjaw, I know that you're messaging me. You're asking who did this? It was Milk-chan. He asked one of my old moderators to go into the stream and start banning people. It was Rageface. He was the old moderator. And he's not a moderator anymore. I caught him in the stream. So, yeah. Alright. Try talking in it now. Hopefully that unban helps. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna have to look up a couple other ways to do it. Alright. I'll look up some ways, Lockjaw, to help you out. Because this is really just... it's really just a jerky kind of thing, you know? Alright, let me see what I can find here. Alright, try it now. No, reset won't fix it, Magma. A reset would definitely not fix this. Man, this stinks. Well, I'll have to figure out a way to fix this. Because definitely this is a very annoying situation. Alright. Let's see what I can no. That's not there. Let's see if I can't find it anywhere. Oh, it should be here, maybe. Ah, found you.